The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has arrived in Kebbi State on an official visit. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, the oldest survivor of the Tulsa race massacre, one of the worst episodes of racist violence in U.S. history, has died aged 111, a local official said on Tuesday. Viola Fletcher was a child in 1921 when her black neighborhood of Greenwood in Oklahoma State was torched by white mobs. Historians say as many as 300 African-American residents were killed. At number 9, Bayern Munich striker Harry Kane returns to North London on Wednesday to face old rivals Arsenal, arguably in the best form of his career after dropping into a deeper position. Always a consistent goal scorer, the England captain has become a more complete player at Bayern, shouldering more creative and defensive duties. The 32-year-old's form is a big reason for Bayern's remarkable start to the campaign. The German champions have won 17 and drawn one of their 18 games in all competitions this season, with Kane playing every match. At number 8, students' unions in Nigeria on Tuesday urged the federal government to rescue abducted students and prosecute all sponsors and collaborators of recent attacks, as insecurity continues to escalate across the country. The National Association of Oduduwa Students, in conjunction with the Office of the Senate President of the National Association of Polytechnic Students, made this appeal during a world press conference held at the Federal Cooperative College, Eleyele, in Ibadan, Oyo State capital. At number 7, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Prof. Joash Amopitan, on Tuesday swore in Prof. Ramon Teller as the Resident Electoral Commissioner for Oyo State. The event, held at the Commission's headquarters, marked Teller's redeployment to Oyo State and, according to INEC, forms part of ongoing efforts to strengthen electoral administration across the country. In a statement posted on its X handle, INEC said the ceremony was conducted with solemnity and purpose, in line with Amopitan's drive to entrench discipline, integrity, and punctuality within the commission. At number 6, drama has ensued at the Anambra State House of Assembly on Tuesday as the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, is getting set to present the 2026 budget appropriation before the House. There was heavy presence of security personnel, including police, DSS, and SCDC, among others, are all on ground, waiting for the arrival of the governor to the legislative chambers. Top government functionaries, including commissioners, special advisors, media aides, CEOs of various agencies and parastatals, traditional rulers, party faithful, as well as civil society organizations are also seated and waiting for the arrival of the governor. At number 5, the National Executive Council of the Academic Staff Union of Universities will meet on Wednesday to decide the union's next line of action, following the conclusion of renegotiations undertaken by the Yahya Lay Ahmed-led committee set up by the federal government, the Punch headlines. In a last-minute effort to avert a fresh ASUU strike, the government's renegotiation team reconvened talks with the union on Monday. At number 4, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akome, has accepted the voluntary request by the Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, RG, to proceed on his statutory terminal leave. This is ahead of the completion of RG's 5-year single tenure, which ends on February 19, 2026. At number 3, the Zamfara State Government, through the Zakat and Endowment Board, has sponsored the mass wedding of 200 female orphans, widows, and less privileged women as part of its 2025 social intervention programs. Speaking at the event, the First Lady of Zamfara State, Courier Dauda Lawal, said the mass wedding reflects the government's commitment to enhancing the welfare of widows, orphans, and other vulnerable citizens. At number 2, the Nigerian Army says troops of the 12th Brigade have intercepted a major drug courier and recovered a large consignment of cannabis sativa in Kogi State. In a statement posted on its X handle on Tuesday, the Army said the interception is part of ongoing operations to disrupt criminal activity and block the movement of illicit substances linked to banditry and violence crimes. The feat took place on 24th November 2025 when troops at the Agbede response area conducted a routine stop and search on a Toyota Camry with registration number DKA aka 158 AU, traveling from Ekiti State to Obajana. At number 1, the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has arrived in Kebbi State on an official visit. During the visit, the IGP is expected to meet with Governor Nasir Idris and later address officers and men of the Nigerian police force. His visit comes at a time when rescue operations are ongoing for the abducted Maga schoolgirls by security agencies. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.